Good afternoon and welcome to St. Newsfile. I'm Shauna Lewis. Jack Rosa will have a look at all the sports later in the show. What can we expect?
Well, we're going to look at some Flames highs from last night as well as the Calgary Wranglers. We'll also take a look at the State Trojans and their second half of the season and the Sasaki sweepstakes.
Perfect, thank you. Noah Abel is following our weather today. What's happening, Noah?
Thanks, Shauna. It's beautiful outside right now. The ice is melting. We have temperatures of around 4 degrees and maybe a high of 7 later today. We need to enjoy it right now while it lasts because at this exact date and time last year, temperatures were at around -8, and as soon as Sunday, temperatures are going to reach -20. So we need to enjoy it while it lasts. We're going to have temperatures later today in the show. Back to you, Shauna.
Thanks, Noah. Now here's a look at today's top stories. After 15 months of destruction in the Gaza Strip, Hamas and Israeli officials may have negotiated a ceasefire. Bassem Naim, a senior Hamas official, confirmed to the different news outlets that the group has agreed to the terms of the deal, although neither Israel nor Hamas has publicly acknowledged it. This deal will prompt the release of hostages in both Gaza and Palestinian prisons. Naim stated that they are happy to reach a deal to stop the aggression against their people. This war between groups have displaced most of the population and left all of Gaza without infrastructure. Canadian premiers remain unified in maintaining positive trade relations with Canada's closest ally. Premiers have come to a broad consensus at their meeting in Ottawa today. They agreed that a strong response is needed if these proposed tariffs are implemented by the Trump administration. However, they will not announce any official plans until the tariffs are actually announced. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and the other ministers have emphasized the desire to continue working together with the United States rather than against, and that ideally no tariffs will need to be implemented. SAIT has hit a new milestone, taking fourth place on the list for Canada's top 50 research colleges in 2024. SAIT Newsfile Nicole Matthews has the details.
After their previous 6th place ranking on the list of top 50 research colleges, in 2024, SAIT broke the top 5. SAIT's applied research and innovation services showcase state-of-the-art research facilities. There's a team of more than 80 research experts in the hub.
What was different from the previous year to this year? What was different is that we work harder in looking for new research projects and engaging with our industry partners to get more innovative.
Every year, ARIS works with different companies to develop projects and prototypes. Key research areas explore environmentally friendly technology, digital manufacturing, unmanned vehicle systems, and green energy initiatives.
I've seen innovative minds. We are able to create. We have brilliant people working here, and we were for a long time a best secret kept in Calgary, and now we're trying to go out because SAIT is great, and one part is because applied research is great.
SAIT's dedicated researchers and innovative work has earned them an impressive ranking among Canada's top research colleges. For SAIT Newsfile, I'm Nicole Matthews.
Following a close vote last night, Calgary City Council rejected the bid to freeze their compensation. As a result, councillors maintained their pay bump, calculated at 3.07%, effective January 1st. Ward 5 Councillor Raj Dhaliwal mentioned to reconsider the December 17th approval of committee. Recommendations for the council compensation review, Dhaliwal's motion failed in a 7-7 tie. Dhaliwal highlighted that refusing the pay raise would reinforce trust between Calgarians and City Council, as well as acknowledging the financial struggles affecting many residents. Downtown offices in Calgary are expected to see a decline in vacancy in 2025. Vacancy rates stood at 29%, 5% last year, and will be decreasing by 1%. Real estate firms have said that this drop may be modest, but it's a step in the right direction. Local realtors have said that this could help the renting market and create an equal consensus for both landlords and renters. Since the pandemic, business owners have seen hits to their businesses, so this drop in vacancy can give them the opportunity to take advantage of the upgraded facilities. After a man was found dead after a robbery, police are requesting the public's help. Police were called from a passerby regarding reports of an unconscious man. Upon arrival, the man was pronounced deceased. The victim was a 34-year-old man by the name of Samuel Mulugeta. Police believed that the man was robbed and believed that the attack was targeted. Samuel Mulugeta walked for several blocks after the attack before his injuries took over. Police are now looking for 3 suspects after viewing CCTV footage. A new study has found that wait lists for surgeries have been going up steadily in Canada. Government data shows nearly 75,000 Canadians died waiting for health services since 2018. As Haven Tiber reports, it has many questioning Canadian healthcare.
A concerning new study was just released surrounding healthcare wait times. The study revealed that a little over 15,000 Canadians have passed while waiting for care. I spoke to the public to hear their thoughts.
Not like a super long time, but it's been 20 to 30 minutes, give or take, depending on the day and depending on the visit. I am not fully up to date on all what's going on with it, so I am not the best person to ask that question.
A recent poll conducted by secondstreet.org shows that 73% of Canadians support their provincial governments adopting a policy that would allow patients to be reimbursed for the cost of surgeries performed abroad. The poll also highlights that 47% of Canadians avoid seeking necessary care due to concerns about long wait times.
Right across Canada, but this problem with wait lists is actually something we're seeing in every province that's responding to us, whether it's Atlantic Canada, where we do know wait times are a little bit longer, or even in Ontario, one of the largest provinces, the largest province in the country. These challenges that are preventing people from getting healthcare are really actually in every part of our country, and there's no government meaningfully taking action to address.
It'll be interesting to see how the Canadian healthcare system develops over time. For State Newsfile, I'm Haven Tiber.
A new mental health facility opened in Calgary today. Woods Homes opened a fully furnished mental health facility. It is the first of 5 therapeutic buildings to provide 21st century care to clients and their families. Marco Atem reports.
The state-of-art mental health home for kids at risk provides support, clinical services, and rehabilitation to children and young people. Alberta Minister for Children and Family Services says facilities like this should be operated throughout the entire province because it makes a huge difference in the life of so many children.
This is going to create a safe place for some of our most complex and vulnerable children throughout the entire province. Children begin the healing process.
The cottage is operated by Hood Homes and is being built on First Nation land. Ship Lee Kroschal said they were recently offered $4.28 billion for a settlement for children and families from the federal government, but it was not enough.
Most of our populations live off reserve, so they still would have been kind of put through the they would have fallen through the holes. And our leadership, our chiefs across Canada, most of them saw that, said this is not enough, we can't accept it the way it is.
The executive director for Hood Homes says the purpose-built live-in treatment program is for children and young people who are struggling with their mental health.
And our new programs on our other campus will increase by 8 beds. So we have a lot of children and young people and families who are struggling, who need this level of care and therapeutic service.
The official grand opening of Cottage East by Hood Home, the facility is fully furnished with toy and car for children like this to play around as the way to integrate to their communities after rehabilitation at this facility. The facility is meant to support people with emotional behaviors. Reporting for Say Newsfile, I am Marco Atem.
The second day of hearings on a controversial coal mine proposal took place this morning. Isaac Sandu joins us live on campus. Isaac, what's happening with the proposal?
Thanks, Shauna. Protesters were outside the offices of the Alberta Energy Regulator as the final days of public hearings on the controversial project took place. Calgary to protest the proposal of the Grassy Mountain coal mining project located near Crow's Nest Pass. The Alberta Energy Regulator is being asked to approve the proposal drafted by Northback Holdings, who plan to move forward with an exploratory drilling program as well as acquiring a license to divert water to the project site. The community of Crow's Nest Pass voted in favor of the project in November, but the project has met opposition from citizens who are concerned about the environmental impact a coal mine can potentially create.
It's going to be a dirty mine. Selenium into the water, selenium into the air. They're going to use up water. We're already in a drought condition down in that area.
From a personal perspective and from a political perspective, I can tell you it's the pollution and the environmental degradation that will occur to the water systems throughout southern Alberta. There's hundreds of thousands of southern Albertans who rely on the headwaters coming out of the eastern slopes.
Rena Blacklaws, a spokesperson for Northback Holdings, stated that mining technology has gotten safer and the company plans to reduce the potential environmental impact.
Well, mining ways of the past are not the mining ways of the future or of the present. Mining can be done responsibly. When it comes to selenium management, there are many different technologies in place that can work to effectively manage selenium. And those are being employed in mining operations all across the world.
While hearings are expected to end tomorrow, the Alberta Energy Regulator will have 90 days to make a decision on the project.
Calgary Police wants drivers to be more careful around traffic intersections this time of the year. Winter weather and less daylight means there are more collisions at intersections. Matthew McVie reports on what to do to increase safety.
Higher crash rates in Calgary every year, the Calgary Police are worried about what could be ahead in the future. With around 40 people killed and over 800 people injured in collisions over the last 7 years, the rates are at a level that have not changed since 2018. Although almost 90% of those collisions are just simply property damage incidents where no one or anything gets hurt, over 80% of those crashes are because of one form or another of human error. The Calgary Police are hoping to change that by spreading the awareness, like staying under the speed limits in urban zones, because 96% of collisions happen in urban areas, like communities. Although it would seem like those types of collisions would be the cause for more death, it is actually the rural collisions that cause more death incidents, with just under 50% of death in collisions happening in rural areas. More likely because of the open areas leading to more collisions, and the lack of healthcare facilities in the near areas because it is a rural area, like hospitals where people get medical treatment for broken ribs, broken legs, and internal bleeding from the collisions, and is the leading cause as to most of the rural deaths. With these tips, Calgary Police are hoping to reduce their amount of calls to collisions in 2025. For St. Newsfile, I'm Matthew McVie.
Those are today's top stories. We'll have your full forecast after the break. But first, Noah Abel has a look at what's going on around Calgary this week.
State students come to the Peer Support Center to explore different wellness stations on January 16th. Your well-being during the winter session starts there. Are you an international student at SAIT and you need money? Learn about study permits, co-op work permits, work hours, rights, and more on this Working as an International Student webinar. SAIT is hosting an information session to explore the infinite possibilities of the hospitality and tourism industry. Meet with experts to know why SAIT is recognized as the #1 hospitality management and culinary school. The Globe Cinema is offering Mountain and cinema lovers the perfect night. Mountain on Stage is a film festival that aims to bring the mountains to the cities. Join cookbook author Bonnie Stern and Anna Rippert on this journey to empower women's cardiovascular health. Learn different tools to optimize your heart health and live a long, healthy life. The event is open to everyone.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Very tough not to have the cleanse.
Davis on the flank. Davis on the side. TP coming in. Faker looking to make the play. He gets Ruler. Owner goes in. Yes. And again, the combos are clean. The hostile takeover.
Feel the excitement in esports together. Learn more about local esports events on esportsalberta.ca.
Kids shouldn't have to worry about where they get their next meal. That's why Brown Bagging for Calgary Kids is so much more than a lunch program. It's a community of volunteers, donors, and friends, taking meaningful action to connect kids through healthy food. With over 600 volunteers who help feed over 6,500 kids every school day, helping students get the food they need to reach their full potential. For more information on how you can get involved, visit brownbaggingforcalgarykids.org.
Good afternoon, my name is Noah Abel, and let's look at the weather. So for the weather in the west of Canada, it is currently 6 degrees in Vancouver. It is very sunny there, but we're expecting some rain tomorrow, so enjoy that. It is 1 degree in Edmonton with a little bit of sun, a little bit of clouds. Same for Regina, 1 degrees with a little bit of cloud. Winnipeg, which is usually colder, is sitting at 1 degrees today as well. There's clouds down there as well. For the east side of the province, Toronto is sitting at -4 with some clouds there before the snow tomorrow. Montreal is at -7. It is the coldest of the big cities, and the French Canadians can handle it. It's -2 in Halifax over there with some clouds, and St. John's is -1 with some clouds as well. It's surprising that the east side is colder than the west side, but that's what we have today. We're going to look at the resorts. It's time to travel down south. Palm Springs is 22 degrees, but is full of LA wildfires refugees. It's 29 in Barbados and mostly sunny. Cancun and Honolulu are both 26, but Cancun is rainy while the sun shines in Honolulu. Orlando is 16 and cloudy. Las Vegas is a sunny 15 degrees. Now let's look at the weather today in Calgary. It's currently 4 degrees with some sun. It was a very beautiful day. The wind is going east at 12 kilometers per hour, and we're expecting some clouds next. Now let's take a look at the province of Alberta. It is 0 degrees in Fort McMurray with some clouds. Grand Prairie is 1 degrees with some clouds after the rain we had earlier. Edmonton is 1 degree, very cloudy there. Red Deer is 1 degree as well, but the sun is peeking through the clouds. Banff, it was another beautiful day for skiing. It is 2 degrees there with some sun. Calgary, another beautiful day, 4 degrees with some sun. Lethbridge is sitting at 6 degrees. Hottest cities in Alberta. Medicine Hat is 1 degree with some sun as well. Now let's look at the 5-day forecast. So tonight in Calgary, we're gonna have a high of 1 degree with some clouds. It's gonna be sunny tomorrow. You need to enjoy it because it's gonna get way colder after that. Friday is gonna be -5 with some clouds. Some clouds again on Saturday, -11. And then it's gonna be mostly cloudy, but it's gonna be the coldest day on Sunday with a high of 16. We're gonna have sports after the break with Jack Rosa.
My child somehow spends 25 hours a day on electronics. But I found the cure. We here at Quest Theatre have rehabilitated many youngsters from the dreaded tablet screen, thanks to our brilliant, creative, ridiculously fun drama camps. To save your kid, visit questtheatre.org immediately!
If you are 17 to 30 years old with connections to street culture in Calgary, then I have some news for you. Bus Line 24 takes you right to the Doorway. Meet the folks at the Doorway. Not only do they provide tools and support for those transferring away from street culture, they also give financial aid like cash to those who need it. Come in and visit their friendly staff today. For more information, visit their website at thedoorway.ca.
Welcome back to State Newsfile. Jack Rosa joins us now for a look at the sports. What can we expect?
Well, look at the Flames highlights from last night as well as the Calgary Wranglers. The State Trojans are just starting their second half of the season, and we'll look at the Sasaki sweepstakes. But let's get to that right now. The Calgary Flames lost to the St. Louis Blues in a close matchup with a final score of 2-1. The Blues got things rolling early with Colton Parayko scoring 49 seconds into the game, giving the Blues an early lead. No scoring in the second period, but the Flames' Kevin Ball would score Calgary's first and only goal in the third period. The Blues would break the tie thanks to Radek Faksa scoring his third of the season and giving the Blues the win.
We liked our effort for sure. I think there's a few things that we'll look at that I think we can do a better job with. I mean, we have some zone time, but I think we have to find a way to generate some more quality chances, I guess, would be one thing I would say.
Yeah, I thought it was like a pretty even game. I mean, we had our chances, and they obviously capitalized on their last one there, but I thought it could have went either way. So, Vladdy played unbelievable, and I really felt it could have went either way. They get that one sneaky tip, and we can't capitalize and take it to OT. So it is what it is.
This win tightens the race for the second wildcard spot, with the Blues sitting just 3 points out from the spot currently held by the Flames. Calgary's record is currently 21, 15, and 7, putting them fourth in the Pacific Division. Both teams will look ahead to tomorrow, where they will have a rematch again in the St. Louis. Game time is 6 p.m. Flames general manager Craig Conroy has squashed the rumors about the team possibly trading defenseman Rasmus Andersson, saying that the Flames are not interested in trading Andersson. The 28-year-old defenseman is under contract for one more season with the Flames and is set to reach unrestricted free agency on July 1st next year. TSN's Pierre Lebrun revealed that Conroy was surprised at the level of trade inquiries from other teams and said that the Flames have zero interest in trading him. The love between Andersson and the Flames seems to be mutual, with the player stating he loves playing in Calgary and that's never going to change. The Calgary Wranglers are back to their winning ways with a big win against the Tucson Roadrunners 5-2 last night at the Dome. The Wranglers started off things hot with 3 goals in the first period thanks to Sam Hanzik, Dryden Hunt, and Sam Morton. Adam Klapka had a busy night, scoring his 11th goal of the season and getting into a fight in the third. The Roadrunners would score 2 in the third, but William Stromgren would seal the deal for the Wranglers with an empty net goal with 33 left on the clock. Clark Bishop, who played his 400th game in the AHL, got 2 assists to cap off the evening. Connor Murphy stopped 32 of 34 shots on his 17th game for the Wranglers. With the win, the Wranglers maintained their seat atop the entire AHL with 49 points. The Wranglers and Roadrunners face off again tonight at 7. With the ACAC hockey season starting back up for the second half of their season, the Trojans are getting back in action and looking for a successful finish. State reporter Noah Isaac has more.
Both teams had multiple bright spots throughout the first half of their seasons. The men's team currently sits atop the ACAC standings with an 11-3 record. They have both the leading point getter in the ACAC in Brandon Machado with 20 points in just 14 games, as well as the goal leader in Dylan Clark, who has 9. They've also been getting good goaltending from Andrew McLean as he leads the league in goals against average at .240 and save percentage at .939. Staff of the team has been very pleased with this success so far this season.
It was interesting to see how from the beginning when we were having a chat with the coaches, trying to have a little sneak peek of what the season was going to look like with the rosters in preseason. We got a little bit of nothing, and definitely see them come out and just win games weekend after week, and it's been nothing but a pleasure.
The women's team is looking to get back on track after a 2-11 start and will be led by walk-on sensation goalie Kaylin Schellenberg, who just recently set the all-time ACAC record for total saves and leads the ACAC with a .957 save percentage and a .161 goals against average. With this being just the second season under new head coach Kelsey Leifson, the team is still building their new identity.
It was the first time she had a team that it was all recorded by herself, so there's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of working out, strategic practices.
Both teams are looking for a strong finish to the season as the second half begins for both teams on Friday. The women take on Olds College, while the men are at their home rink at Winsport to take on Concordia Thunder.
The MLB's international free agent signing period is officially opened, which means we may know the winner of Roki Sasaki's sweepstakes as soon as next Wednesday. Reports from Monday night say that Sasaki has narrowed his list of teams he is considering joining to just 3: the Los Angeles Dodgers, San Diego Padres, and the Toronto Blue Jays. TSN Blue Jays reporter confirmed that Sasaki had met with the Blue Jays in Toronto on Monday. Sasaki is ranked second on the top 75 MLB free agent list with a record of 10-5 last season, recording a 2.35 ERA and 129 strikeouts in 111 innings. Pittsburgh Penguins forward Evgeny Malkin was the most recent athlete to be the target of a home burglary, and his 3 Stanley Cup rings were stolen in the robbery. The news was first reported by KDKA-TV, but Malkin later confirmed the report via text to The Athletic. The Penguins wrote in a statement to KDKA-TV saying that Malkin's home was burglarized over the weekend and that details of the situation will not be made public as this is an ongoing investigation. Malkin's Stanley Cup rings come from the team wins in 2009, 2016, and 2017. It was not reported what else was stolen. And that's a look at sports.
Perfect. Thank you, Jack. Sounds like a busy week. After the break, we will take a look at some adorable kittens that need adopting.
Looking for a job is hard enough as it is, but some women don't have access to proper work clothes. That's where Dress for Success Calgary can help. Dress for Success Calgary is an organization dedicated to empower women through their wardrobe. With a focus on providing both business casual and business professional wear, Dress for Success Calgary has something to help every woman find her definition of success. It's so easy to use your compassion to uplift women. Donate your clothes or time to help support women in Calgary.
Diversities, your hub for diverse support. We empower minorities, marginalized communities, and newcomers. We are not just a community, we are your guides to realizing dreams. Our mission? Build a society that's inclusive and supportive, providing social mobility for everyone in Calgary. Join us to create more opportunities. Diversities, your journey starts here.
Welcome back. We will be taking another look at weather with Noah Abel.
Thanks, Shauna. So if we look at the weather tonight, it's going to be cloudy and a high of 1. Tomorrow is going to be the sunny day with a high of 4, low of 5. Hopefully it's going to stay above 0 because the temperatures are going to get very, very cold after that. It's going to be cloudy on Friday and Saturday. Highs of 5 on Friday, highs of 11 on Saturday, and then Sunday is going to be the coldest day this week. High of -16 and low of -20.
Thanks, Noah. I'm not looking forward to the cold weather.
Not either.
Not either. What's going on in sports this week, Jack?
Well, let's look at the NFL playoffs, which are officially beginning very soon. The Chiefs and the Texans are playing. The Baltimore Ravens and Buffalo Bills will also be playing. The Detroit Lions and the Commanders as well. Detroit being a very powerhouse team this season. And the Philadelphia Eagles and LA Rams also playing on Sunday. It's definitely going to be a very, very interesting playoffs to watch this season.
Who are you cheering for, Jack?
I'm not saying.
You're not saying?
Keep it a secret.
You have a favorite team, Shauna?
No, I actually don't watch football.
You don't watch football?
No, but it looks like it's going to be a packed week. So that's exciting for football fans.
It's going to be an exciting Saturday and Sunday
exciting
football
Sunday.
for sure.
Perfect. At least you're staying, and it's going to be cold anyway, so might as well watch some football.
Might as well.
Thank you for joining us. See you next week on St. Newsfile.